When you've got somebody who's negative and undermotivated, it's difficult to get something going because you're the guy that has to instigate the work.
Against Anthony Joshua, but Lucas Browne, no one has ever found a way as a professional to get past him yet. Turns southpaw. They were talking about switching, trying to find those angles. Lucas Browne before, and there's a right hand from Whyte right into it. Opener, didn't he? Looking painfully slow at times.
He does look slow. He looks heavy and almost awkward in his movement. It's hard for him to maneuver himself around the ring, but he carries the punch with that weight. So if he has any success with any of his shots, then we wait to see how Dillian reacts to it. But as of yet, Dillian just boxing nicely behind that jab, and he's having some success with that right hand also, which is good news for him.
And Lucas Browne has always found a way. That's a nice right from Dillian Whyte. It's almost slow motion from Browne, who I heard reports from sparring with Derek Chisora that he was very easy to hit, but then he has been in as well with Tyson Fury. He's trained hard, Browne, and he had to. This is a big opportunity. Tries to close the range down, but Whyte is getting the punches off and blood from the eye. Good work from Dillian Whyte, ripping into the body of Lucas Browne. This is an excellent start from the man from Brixton.
Yeah, good body shots there, following a couple of nice lead right hands. And Lucas Browne is far too slow to have no defence. I mean, his arms, he's carrying them just above his waist, and he's wide open. So this is bad work from him, really. I mean, to sit in front of Dillian Whyte with this slow, cumbersome movement and then zero defence at times, it's not good from him.
Well, he's being busted up early. Whyte, good defence. Almost expressionless, Lucas Browne, as he tries to chuck out a right hand. It's good work this from Whyte, who was talking about the padded record of Lucas Browne, that it's easy to knock out tomato cans, he called them. Disrespectful, they don't like each other, but they respect each other because the prize at stake is surely a shot at the world heavyweight title.
Really easy to hit there, Lucas Browne. Dillian Whyte is having his own way with that.
Many years and was in all sorts of difficult situations back home in Australia, but he is being absolutely punished every time. Terribly slow, and Dillian Whyte takes the opening two. I've got 12 rounds to do it. At the moment, British fight fans will be happy because, yeah, we said it looks easy.
Well, Lucas Browne, he's not jabbing, he's not trying to set anything off. It's almost like he's got no game plan. Is he just coming in here hoping he can just land some kind of looping, lucky shot? Because if that's what he thinks, Dillian Whyte's far too experienced and well too schooled for that. So I'm hoping for the fans' sake and for his own sake, there's more to him.
Big right hand there from Dillian Whyte, and maybe he could become the puncher in the fight. And that cut looks bad. Left eye of Lucas Browne. We saw him rally all those years ago against Richard Towers. But this is a different level. Dillian Whyte wants a world championship. There's the right from Browne. Just a reminder. And if Whyte engages with him, well, that's what Browne wants. And that was what he's doing. He says, come on then, let's have it. Big left hook from Whyte, but it bounces off the chin of Lucas Browne.
Good shots from Whyte. I mean, that right hand was a thunderous right hand that landed flush, and Lucas Browne just smiled at him. Unfortunately for him, he's badly cut up now around that left eye, complaining to the referee about the elbow.
No, that was a right to the temple, and I think that slightly disorientated the big man. Browne coming forward, looking for one shot. His face a bloody mask, and the eye closing as well. It's swelling.
Dillian Whyte should just take his time and throw the 1-2 down the pipe, because he cannot miss Lucas Browne. There's no head movement, there's no defence. Whyte should just take his time, work the jab, and then put the right hand on the end of it, because, as I've said, he cannot miss. Lucas Browne coming forward with really no game plan, looking very crude.
Chagayev won round after round, but there was a late dramatic finish, and here comes Lucas Browne trying the right hands and the big uppercuts. He knows that eye is really bad. Without even hold up, and Whyte takes his time, utilising his accuracy. But at least Browne's woken up.
Yeah, they seem to be landing some cuffing shots on the inside of the glove, and Dillian Whyte sometimes, as he moves back, you see him look a little bit unsteady on his feet, and sometimes you're not sure whether these punches are having an effect, but I'm sure he's comfortable.
Blood for the nose of Whyte, but nothing compared to the left side of Lucas Browne's face. They're going to have to work so hard. I don't know whether he can get through the fight with that injury. It's a bad one.
Yeah, there was nothing wrong with that there, Lucas Browne, but he's walking forward with no head movement, straight into the shots of Dillian Whyte, getting caught off a left hook there. I mean, there was some...
Running out of time already. Philippe Fondu, so experienced, working on that cut.
I think that would have been good advice if they tell him in the corner to get to work, because I think his time's limited now with that cut. As you said, it's really bad. It's looking jagged and it's above the eye, so as soon as the blood starts flowing, it will blind him in that left eye.
Good right hand from Whyte, and Browne lunging and missing. Concentration, but he looks relaxed here, Whyte. And he's showing the variety with body shots, and that left hook proving a valuable weapon tonight.
Yeah, just taking his time now on his back foot as Lucas Browne comes forward. Whyte able to make him miss, rolling nicely. Picked a couple of nice body shots as well, so he's mixing it up. He's not really in any rush, he doesn't need to be.
Worked very hard on his fitness up at Loughborough. Dillian Whyte obviously come in heavier. What of Lucas at some point?
No, he's boxing well here, Dillian Whyte. When he's on his back foot and he's against the ropes, he's got a nice, tight, high guard. There's no real gaps. He's slipping and sliding well, rolling. It's going to be difficult for Lucas Browne to land anything at this pace and this kind of punch speed, because Whyte can see everything coming. Maybe trying to mix it up a little bit there, switching southpaw.
But still he gets blocked with a right hand. Nice left hand work from Dillian Whyte. The jab, the hook, and now a combination as well.
Well, that's what he needs, combination punches. Dillian Whyte, if he can back up Browne, get him against the ropes and pull a combination together. Referee in John Lewis, very experienced. He can see all the blood pouring now in the face of Lucas Browne. If Whyte can land 3 or 4 shots and then go again, land 3 or 4 more unanswered shots, he could force the stoppage here.
Targeting the body sensibly as well now, Whyte. He nods there, Browne, an appreciation. He's being outthought, outclassed. On this performance, you sort of wonder how he could have become a world heavyweight champion, Lucas Browne, relying on that power. But he's
sure like Lucas Browne is, as he tries to get set, to set his feet, to get his opponent on target just before he unloads the big right hand or whichever punch he's looking for. If that jab is in his face, as it is there on the slow motion replay, straight away he has to reset, realign his whole body and his thought process.
Williams running his corner, and Philippe Fondu and a small team from Australia. Leon Margulis as well, the American promoter, part of the setup. A global team for Lucas Browne, and at the moment a performance that's doing very well for Dillian Whyte globally. Our colleagues from HBO just alongside us, Jim Latley, Max Kellerman. So it's been to America. This is good then for Whyte, and he's making the most of it.
blood now streaming really heavily from the cut and maybe the nose also.
The nose has gone as well, Carl. And he really is now planting his feet, and he feels this is the time to take out Lucas Browne. Dillian Whyte.
Yeah,
this is a punishing performance from Whyte, who's got it spot on against the cumbersome Lucas Browne.
Absolutely bashing him up here with body and head shots. I mean, he worked the body well there, but these head shots are making a real mess of Lucas Browne's face. He's going to be blinded in that left eye. Now his breathing's going to be impaired, and that's the job of Dillian Whyte. He's doing it very well here. If you can't knock your opponent out, bust him up like he is doing here. He just needs to be careful, because Browne, I suppose, always has a puncher's chance, but I'm struggling to see what game plan he's trying to implement here, Lucas Browne, because he's just walking forward, taking shots full-heartedly on the face.
Mixing it up again, Dillian Whyte. There's the jab that you spoke about through the analysis. They're beckoning Browne alongside us to come onto him. It's good defence here.
Good defence from Dillian Whyte. No openings, not taking any chances, nothing wild and cumbersome with his work. Everything's quite accurate. He picked a nice left hook to the body there. He doesn't really need to throw them body shots, but it just shows discipline, shows he's working on something. Right uppercut there, missing quite badly, but why not try it, because he can't miss.
38 Browne, and he's been rather inactive as well. Had that win over Matthew Greer back in New South Wales, but not much since the Shagayev night, and of course the positive drugs tests. And Whyte had former issues with those, which he had to serve a ban, but a long time ago. Philippe Fondue nodded, said that he's okay. But is there a point that they should be thinking about his health here, Lucas Browne? He is getting absolutely bashed up in there.
Well, if I'm working Lucas Browne's corner, and I'm not the most compassionate person, but I'm sending him out for one more round, because he's getting badly beaten up. His face is a bloody mess. He's got really deep, wide, jagged cuts above his eye, which Philippe Fondue won't be able to stop the bleeding with any kind of adrenaline or Vaseline. And he's now he's got nose damage and closed eyes. Good work from Dillian Whyte.
Big combinations. Lucas Browne will try and chat one more, but he can't. Lays him out. Dillian Whyte is victorious after a punch-perfect display. And our attention just goes to Lucas Browne, because that was a heavy fall. And the celebrations will just be muted for the moment, because he was absolutely out as that punch landed. The excellent medics are in there tending to Lucas Browne and making sure that he is given his oxygen and that everything is absolutely fine. That's the only thing that matters. We mentioned about whether he should be out for much more of this, and Whyte sprung on him. And that was a chilling knockout. It really was. We all thought it might be Lucas Browne that could pull that sort of a punch off. People were almost writing off Dillian Whyte's punch power. He's gone over to make sure that Lucas Browne is okay. Robert Smith from the board is over at the excellent medical teams. Best in the business, aren't they, the British board, when it comes to this, after, you know, what's happened to Michael Watson, Spencer Oliver, Paul Ingle and others over the years. It can't be any better. It's always a dangerous sport, but it can't be any better governed than it is in Britain.
He's on his side, he's
getting to his feet, and that is, well, certainly to his a sitting position, which is great to see. That is the only thing that we who cover the sport of boxing and the fighters like yourself, Carl, that are brave enough to get in there, want to see. At the end, it is of course a sport, a business, but Lucas Browne has a family to go back to, and we want him safe.
Lucas Browne, a big man now, he's on his feet. He was very tired when that shot landed, and that always makes the effect of the shot a lot worse. He was exhausted, he worked hard, he was walking forward, swinging away, trying, taking a lot of punishment. So when that left hook actually connected...
They're showing a shot at David Haye because Dillian Whyte just came over and had a little word with him. I'm not sure whether that was to say I want to fight with you at some point, or whether it was a you should watch more boxing because maybe you didn't get it right. I think he picked Dillian, didn't he, David? Beforehand, no one picked Dillian as emphatic as that, or not many anyway. It was a very, very impressive performance. I think the best yet from Dillian Whyte from start to finish, and when he saw the possibility, he pounced. But Lucas Browne was slow, was ponderous.
I think that's the reason why we wasn't quite sure about this fight, because we didn't know what Lucas Browne had. We'd never seen him really in there with anybody who knows what they're doing at any kind of level. And Dillian Whyte obviously is a very good boxer. He knows how to box and move. He's been involved in some big fights. He gave AJ trouble in their fight. He caught him with that hook.
Brave, tough, strong man who took a really big amount of punishment in there. Almost 37 stone of heavyweight in that ring tonight. They're big boys. And listen to this applause from the crowd.
Well, you have to give the man respect. Lucas Browne came here, all of his limited ability, he kept coming forward, he kept trying, he was somehow trying to get his hook or his power punching through, but Dillian Whyte just too good with the jab was effective, and he was landing power punches almost at will.
You're right, Lucas Browne, he's been a pleasure to be around in the build-up. Game as anything in there, but he was outdone. Not good enough, not nearly good enough. And Dillian Whyte, who is already the WBC mandatory #1, well, is he going to shot against Deontay Wilder? Is he back in the Joshua Parker winner mix? Absolutely, why not? We've got David Haye and Tony Bellew locking horns again on May the 5th. What a time to be a heavyweight. Well done, Dillian Whyte. Spot on tonight.